Kiwi ears now entering the budget category, but will it be a knockout? Let's find out. Hello and thank you for clicking on this video where I'll be talking about my first Kiwi ears IEM experience, and for today's video I'll be talking about the Kiwi ears Dolce, which is a $23 budget option from Kiwi ears. Before I begin, I'd like to thank Linsel once again for their amazing support by providing this in exchange for my honest feedback. However, as always, all thoughts and opinions are my own and are not influenced by any parties whatsoever. If you'd like to check out Linsel's website, I'll leave a link in the description down below, and if you've been enjoying my content, do consider hitting that like and subscribe button or visiting my Patreon page. With that all out of the way, let's talk accessories. For accessories, as with any other IEMs at this price level, you simply get the cable and the IEMs themselves. The cable is just like any other KZ cable but just in darker color, so if you've owned any KZ IEMs before, you know what to expect. If you don't, the cable is just okay. For the design can be a hit or miss depending on your preference. If you like a simple design and specifically the color blue, the Dolce can do no wrong. To me, it's a little too plain for me to remember it, but it's a good thing the sound makes up for that. For fit and comfort, it's pretty standard with all single dynamic driver IEMs. It has the right curves and contours to make for a comfortable fit, which allows for long listening sessions. With that all said, let's talk about sound. For bass, for $23, dang. Bass is meaty, weighty, and has got some oomph on its impact. There's sufficient punch and slam, however there's a little bit of sub-bass roll-off, so the bass, while has that fullness, is lacking that reverberation that gives the bass note a little bit of texture and decay, so it sounds a little bit one-dimensional. All meat but not enough bones. But for $23, and if you simply like meaty bass, hello Dolce. For mid-range, the bass does give a bit of warmth to the frequency, gives vocals a little bit more note weight, a little bit more roundness. They've pushed the entire presentation forward so it stands ahead and clear from all that bass. For treble, there's enough treble to cut through the bass. There's a bit of air given to the instruments, though they sound a tad further away. It's a relatively smooth presentation for me personally, but I might put a mild caution to treble sensitive people depending on your source as well, but as an overall, it sits on the line of just having enough. For separation and imaging of sounds, the imaging on the left and right is average. There's a little bit of space and separation between instruments due to how the treble is presented. However, on busier tracks, it does get a little bit congested. Bass is definitely the highlight and can sometimes overwhelm some of the frequencies. For power, on my HiFiMan EF400, I'm on the 10 o'clock dial, which is about typical for IEMs at this price point, and driver configuration. So, in summary, yet another solid contender to contest the top spot in the $20 to $30 price category. And the Kiwi ears Dolce is doing a lot of things right to make it stand out from the pack. Good amount of bass, warm and full vocals with enough highs to hear some details, and all for $23. The Kiwi ears Dolce does live up to its name to a certain degree. However, this is based on one man's opinion and I'm curious to know yours. Will this replace your budget option, or what is your current favorite budget option in your collection? Comment below, let me know, and with that all said, I'd like to thank Linsel once again for this opportunity, and to all of you for watching. Until the next experience, take care.